Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to explore what is, without a doubt, the most sophisticated piece of machinery on the planet, the human body. Now, instead of just running through a list of anatomy, we're going to view your body as a highly advanced organization. We're talking executive commands, high-speed communication networks, and perfectly synchronized departments. It's an absolutely incredible system that works around the clock, literally, just to keep you functioning.
So here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the building blocks of life, move up to the ultimate command center, dive into the chemical messengers, check out the female reproductive organs, and then the male reproductive organs. And finally, wrap things up with a fine-tuned balance. Part 1. Building blocks of life. The foundation of the organization.
Your biology scales up perfectly, kind of like a giant puzzle. We start at step 1 with the absolute basic unit, which is the cell. From there, cells group together into tissues. Then, a specialized group of those tissues makes up an organ. And finally, a group of organs forms an entire human body system, or organ system. These are the major departments we're about to explore.
Moving to part 2, the ultimate command center, your nervous system.
Think of the nerve cell or neuron as the basic wiring of your body. It has a nucleus right in the middle, enclosed by protoplasm. But the really fascinating part? Its extensions. It uses those fibrous roots called dendrites to receive incoming signals, and that long tail-like structure called an axon to instantly fire off critical commands. Billions of these form your nervous system. 1.5. That is the average weight in kilograms of the adult brain. Just imagine a soft tissue masterpiece weighing about as much as a bag of apples, acting as the central processing unit for your entire existence. It's housed safely inside the skull and completely protected by a thin layer of membrane known as the meninges. The brain is actually divided into highly specialized departments. At the very top, you have the massive cerebrum, which is divided into 2 hemispheres, and that handles your logic, memory, and decision-making. Underneath that is the cerebellum, your little brain, which perfectly coordinates your physical balance and walking. And down at the bottom is the medulla oblongata. That one regulates your unconscious reflexes, things like breathing, circulation, and even making sure you blink when an insect flies near your eye. 45. That's about how many centimeters long your spinal cord is. It connects that amazing brain to the rest of your body. Think of it as a cylindrical, high-speed broadband cable running right down your lower back, perfectly protected by your vertebrae, just carrying messages back and forth at absolute lightning speed. But this central information superhighway doesn't just go in a straight line. Exactly 31 pairs of spinal nerves branch out from the cord itself. This establishes a highly active, two-way communication network with absolutely every single corner of your body.
Part 3. The chemical messengers, your endocrine system.
So, how do the nervous system and the endocrine system compare? Well, while the nervous system issues instant electrical commands via a direct network of nerve fibers, the endocrine system plays a slightly different game. It features ductless glands that secrete chemical messengers, called hormones and enzymes, directly into your blood. These chemicals travel throughout the body to manage longer-term processes. We're talking tissue growth, digestion rates, and body temperature. You can think of the specific glands in this department as highly specialized task forces. For example, deep in your brain, the P-shaped pineal gland pumps out melatonin to manage your sleep-wake cycle. Down in your neck, the butterfly-shaped thyroid produces thyroxine to regulate your heartbeat and temperature. And below your abdomen, the pancreas is hard at work balancing your blood sugar levels using insulin and glucagon. But here is the master gland of the whole operation, the pituitary gland. It sits just below the cerebrum. And what's totally mind-blowing is that despite measuring only about 12 by 8 millimeters and weighing a mere 500 milligrams, which is roughly the weight of a small paperclip, this tiny gland literally issues the orders to all the other endocrine glands we just talked about. Part 4. Female reproductive organs. The blueprint for the future. Let's delve into the internal female structure. The vagina, a muscular and elastic organ about 7 to 10 centimeters long, leads right up to the uterus. Now, this hollow, pear-shaped muscular organ is incredibly adaptable, designed specifically to act as a secure, expanding home to nourish a developing fetus. Connected to the upper part of the uterus are the narrow 10 to 12 centimeter fallopian tubes, which serve as pathways for the ovum. Crucially, right at the end of those tubes sit the ovaries. These are small, oval-shaped glands weighing just 8 to 10 grams, and they perform incredibly vital dual functions.
First, they act as a manufacturing center producing the ova, or eggs, for fertilization. Second, they also function as endocrine glands, releasing the hormones estrogen and progesterone to prepare the entire body for pregnancy and support the fetus.
Part 5. Male reproductive organs. The blueprint for the future.
In parallel to the female anatomy, the male system utilizes an incredibly long, muscular tube called the vas deferens, measuring about 45 centimeters in length. Its job is to transport mature sperm from the epididymis where it was stored all the way to a shared 18 to 20 centimeter tube called the urethra, which serves as the final pathway out of the body. Just as the ovaries produce eggs and female hormones, the testes serve the critical manufacturing role for males. Lying under the penis in the scrotum, each testis contains 200 to 300 internal lobules. They are responsible for producing both the sperm cells and the essential male hormone, testosterone. Putting this all together, you can really appreciate the complementary anatomy here. It takes an unimaginably precise biological engineering effort by both halves to eventually unite an ovum and a sperm, forming a fertilized egg or fetus to ensure a brand new generation. Part 6. A fine-tuned balance. Systems working together. So what should you really take away from this explainer? It's that your everyday well-being relies on a fine-tuned balance that's almost hard to wrap your head around. Your nervous system coordinates the rapid-fire signals, your endocrine system chemically regulates your internal environment, and your reproductive organs secure our biological future. They are all in constant, seamless cooperation. I want to leave you with this thought. Considering the lightning-fast electrical signals bouncing through your spinal cord, the silent, precise chemical adjustments happening in your bloodstream, and the biological engineering taking away inside you right now, which of these incredible systems do you think is working the hardest to keep you going today? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep marveling at the ultimate machine that is you.